Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Addie's Corner. My name is Adija and let's get started. Today we'll be talking about continuation of last week post, and that's about travel nursing. Yes, I do have my pen and paper today. So if I look down, forgive me, okay? Because I need to remember what I'm trying to talk about so I could cover as much as possible with you all today. So let's get started. So today or I'm struggling, you guys. But okay, let's rewind and let's continue. So, who can be a travel nurse? So basically, if you have BSN, if you all registered nurses can be a travel nurse, you know, and if you have also people with LPN can travel during the pandemic or when it was high because the pandemic is still going on. Many people that were also CNAs or what's it called, lab technicians, people also in all different areas of healthcare were traveling. So there is opportunity for anybody that really wants to travel within the healthcare, but majority were nurses. So if you have your BSN, you have your just your RN and LPN, you can travel with your many agencies. Like I learned there are over 5,000 every day. I'm learning about different agencies that are actually available. So this brings me to the topic of advocating for yourself. So what does this mean? So when I started, again, when you don't know as much, you don't expect as much for yourself. So when I started, I don't know if somebody introduced me to an agency or I found one. Nonetheless, the person told me a price range. I was like, oh, this is a little bit more than what I was making, and I was okay with that. But luckily for me, I was talking to a friend, Ojumi Lab, meaning, I was like, hold on, this rate is not what's it called, is not comparable or is not competitive enough, right? So I went with a different agency. So even the one that I'm working with now, to tell you guys, I want to change that agency because I felt like they were not advocating for me enough. So basically you need to understand that you're the one working, right? You're the one committing to the time frame. You're the one doing the work. So you need somebody that will be backing you up. You need an agency that will speak well on your behalf, that will also fight for you in regards to the rate. You know, on average, we don't know what the rate is like, and it's going down, it's going up, whatever it is. Be knowledgeable about what the average rate is, so that way you can advocate for yourself, basically, is what I'm saying. And if you don't like the agency that you're with, you change. That's okay. Loyalty is to yourself. Of course, complete the assignments, right? If you're committed to 2 months or 3 months or whatever the case is, complete the assignment and complete it well, because at the end of the day, it's your license, right? And it's your work ethics. However, you don't need to continue with that agency. You can also stay where you are if you like the place and just change agency also. So there are many options available when it comes to which agency to go with, where to work, and how to advocate for the pay that I want. At the end of the day, everybody's getting paid. Agencies are also getting paid, so be well aware of what is going on in regards to the rates. Be well aware of how a hospital, you could even research the hospital before you go there, because you don't want to go somewhere and you're like, why am I here? If you some people like magnet hospitals, you could go there, research it, do the location, how far is it, where's the train station, however, whatever you need to do to make you feel comfortable. Those are things you can do before accepting an assignment. Do not feel forced to accept an assignment, because sometimes they're pretty good with your words, right? Or they make you feel like there are no other options. There are always other options. Okay, so feel confident in your decision making. Feel confident in the things that you want. Research where you want to go, and also tell them, I'm interested in this place, I'm interested in that place, and what are the rates there, and are they hiring? Let them figure that out for you. Okay, so be able to speak up for what you want, basically. So next, how to find travel agencies. Honestly, you could just Google it. Also, word of mouth. I've come across so many agencies, it's beyond me. I I'm gonna put a list of some of them. Of course, they're not paying me for this, but just for anybody interested and just inquiring about what the rates are looking like, or just want to get an idea of what to do. So I'm gonna put a list of agencies down below. Also, before you start traveling, right? So you want to feel confident. I cannot overemphasize this. You want to feel confident enough in your skills, meaning they're probably only going to train you for 1 week, 3 shifts or 2 shifts, and that's it. You're in a new environment, you only trained for 24 hours. Basically 12 hours, 12 hours, and that's it. So if you're not confident in the things you know how to do, if you're not confident in your skill sets, it's going to be a really difficult time for you. And that's, I'm not lying, I'm not trying to be harsh or anything like that, but you do want to feel confident in what you know. I'm not saying don't ask questions. Of course, we don't know everything, but be confident in the skill sets that you have. Meaning, some people, that's why often, on average, before traveling, they encourage 2 years of traditional nurse, traditionally working at a hospital, before traveling, but because of the pandemic, the rules have changed a little bit. So if you feel confident enough, I know people that traveled after a year of nursing because they felt confident to go, right? So if you feel confident enough in your skill set, it's okay. Then you can go, because the training is not long. It's literally 2 12-hour shifts, and that's it. So, and you're expected to know what to do. Of course, you learn how to use their system, like their charting system. There are different types. For example, there's Cerner, there's Sorian, there's Epic, and many more, right? So they train you to use their system. I was not aware of the Sorian prior to going, but they train you and you learn. You ask your colleagues. That's why I said never be afraid to ask questions, because you'll be, those are your resources, your colleagues. You know, you have to have a positive attitude also, and be able to build relationship with the people around you, because those are the people that you will need when the time comes with even allocating or looking for things around the units. So be able to be friendly, honestly, smile. Lastly, what is the difference between a traveler and your traditional nurse? You guys are doing the same thing, okay? And whatever skill set is needed as a traditional nurse is the same skill set that will be needed as a traveler. The only thing extra would be maybe personality, right? The only thing extra needed would be how you move around in different environments. You cannot be timid, right? You cannot be, you have to be able to advocate for yourself also, even when you're in a new environment, right? I've been saying this. I've been privileged to be working with like some neutral minded and like not biased people. But some people have had the experiences where when they're in a new place, they give the travel nurses the worst patients, right? They give them the worst patients in the sense of like the hardest, or that require more, rather than distributing it equally so that everybody can have almost the same health like acuity in regards to care. They give the high acuity patients to the travelers. And lucky for me, that's not been my experience, but you have to be able to speak up also and say this is not fair, because when you have all high acuity patients and everybody else is chilling, you're not able to provide the best care possible. So you have to be able to speak up for yourself. Of course, sometimes you may get some here or there, but not all the time. So I'm serious. You have to learn to speak up for yourself wherever you are. Of course, doing this with grace, doing this with respect and everything else, but be able to speak up for yourself. So until next time, okay? Thanks for gisting with me. I have to dance. It's just what I have to do, okay? Well, all right. Thank you again for watching Addie's Corner. Bye. Doom, doom, doom.